welcome back to Wave of Dalker. This video is going to be episode 5 or 6 of my stuff. But I don't know, it might not be a traditional my stuff. We're doing my top 10 favorite films. It's not, a physical thing that I own, but it is my list, so I guess it is my stuff. I don't know. I'll leave that up to the viewer. This is my channel. I do what I want, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the hell. But yeah, top 10 favorite films. I've been jumping back into the world of trying to watch a film like 3 or 4 times a week. I have a lot of free time. I'm trying to rejuvenate my Letterboxd. I've watched 4 films. I guess since this has started, I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, Godzilla, Full Metal Jacket, and the original Dune. I'm gonna watch the new Dune tomorrow. Trying to get back into the flow of watching a movie every day, or a bunch of movies every week, because I have free time and I like films, and there's a lot of films I want to watch, but I'm just lazy. I keep watching YouTube and TV shows that I watch. So back in the movies, so I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite films. I might start doing some more Dalker reviews for movies. But yeah, top 10 favorite films. Let's just jump into it. Like and subscribe. So number 10, Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's either between this or Last Crusade for my favorite Indiana Jones film. I decided to do Raiders in the top 10 just because, I don't know, there's so many more. It's like the first one. I love Marion. Marion's my favorite. Obviously, they end up getting married. But Marion's just awesome. I don't know, it's something about this one that just led me to be like, you know what, I'm going to put this one in instead of Last Crusade. It's just feel good. It's obviously the most iconic one. And I don't know, it's just something about it. There's some juice in there. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've probably played the levels from the Lego game of this one the most. It's just, I don't know. I think it's just the first one. It's why a lot of people like A New Hope. It's just like the first Star Wars. Like, you always are attached to the first one. And it's funny. Like, I don't really think a lot of movies go in the flow of like the first one and the third one being considered the best, and the second one being below those two. Because usually in a lot of trilogies, like if you look at the Star Wars original trilogy, if you look at The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's, it's like, oh yeah, the second one's the best one, but this one, first and 3 are heralded as the best. But I think Raiders is definitely probably my favorite at this point in time. When I rewatch Last Crusade eventually again, because I rewatched a bunch of them recently, but whenever I have an urge to rewatch Last Crusade, it'll probably be my 10th favorite. But Raiders of the Lost Ark, we're gonna put that at number 10 for now, just because I don't know, it's the most recent. I recently watched a cut of it where it was black and white with replaced audio. It's just, I don't know, it's really cool. Shot really well. Spielberg's a genius. Blah blah blah. Raiders at 10. Next up, 9, Fellowship of the Ring, another first in the trilogy. I watched for the first time all the extended editions a few months ago. And this one just stuck out the most for me. It just has the most iconic moments. And I just feel like that's why, I don't know, it's just the first one in the trilogy just always hit the best, just because it's like, the director, I don't know, it's really weird. And obviously it's adapting a book, but I just feel like their journey, the stuff that happens on their journey in the first one is just the most intriguing to me. Like, you have the whole Balrog, you shall not pass moment, you have Boromir's death, you have like leaving the Shire, you have everything. I don't know, it's just the juice in the first one. It's just there. It's cash. It feels good. And all 3, I think Lord of the Rings is probably my favorite trilogy of all time. Maybe either that or Indiana Jones. I don't know, but it's just, I don't know. The juices are high in this one, and it's just awesome. Aragorn's cool. You get to see the Uruk-hai being born. I don't know. It's cool setting the stage for the next 2 films in Fellowship, and it just feels right. So Fellowship is my 9th. Number 8, The Dark Knight. Just talked about this a few. When I talked about the Raiders, I don't know why I'm saying few like it wasn't like a minute ago, but The Dark Knight, number 8 for me. Honestly, I think I might like Raiders more than this, but whatever. This is just a tentative list, but these are just whatever, 10 films in random order for the most part in the lower half. But The Dark Knight, I watched this movie a million times. This was probably my favorite superhero movie before a movie that comes up later in the video. But Dark Knight's fantastic. Probably the best it's the best portrayal of Joker on screen. Heath Ledger does a fantastic job with the Joker's character. I am somewhat of a critic of these movies, and a lot, like, not mainly this one, but it's just like, this is more of a Joker movie. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Bale's Batman that much. Like, he's a fantastic Batman. He's a fantastic Bruce Wayne. But after getting I kind of have a higher standard for Batman now. But these movies are fantastic. They're very dark. There's not a lot of color, and obviously Gotham is a dark, gothic place. But I don't know, this movie's just awesome. Heath Ledger's Joker's fantastic. What's the name of the Two-Face is awesome. He's amazing. You get to see more of Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow. Like, just all the cards are playing at the right time. It just feels good. you know, the hospital scene blowing up, the hospital with Joker revealing his mask. Like, this movie just, it's got a lot of oomph. It's got a lot of hits, and it's a lot. It's really good. And honestly, looking at this list, Dark Knight's probably number 10, Raiders 8, Fellowship 9. But whatever. Dark Knight, number 8 spot for this sake. Next up, number 7, Cars. The only animated film in my top 10. This film, I think it was the first movie I ever saw in my entire life. I remember collecting the Cars little toys that came in the individual packs. Like, I had a bunch of them. I had a bunch of, remember I had the 2 cars that flipped on top of each other. Like, it's just just the movie just, I keep saying it got the juice, but it's just got the juice. Like, the Cars trilogy is fantastic. I'm not that big a fan of the third one, but Cars 2 is amazing. But the original Cars is just awesome. Rascal Flatts, Life is a Highway. I'm American made in a Chevrolet. Is that Gwen Stefani? I don't know. Like, that intro is amazing. Like, just like the speed, like when it's like the flashing of the racing. It's just, the movie's amazing. I love Cars so much. The final race, I get very emotional every time when King flips over and Lightning pushes him to the finish line. Like, it's amazing. It's the best Pixar film. It's just, Cars is a perfect movie. Next up, number 6, Return of the Jedi. I love Return of the Jedi. I'm a Luke guy. Luke Glazer. I love Luke Skywalker. One of my favorite fictional characters. Probably like top 3 favorite fictional characters of all time. Maybe top 5. I don't know. But he's the GOAT. I love Luke. This is a Luke movie. Green lightsaber, black cloak. You know, him walking in the Jabba's palace. The final duel in the Death Star with the Emperor looking on. The Endor Scout Troopers are my favorite Stormtrooper archetype. The speeder bikes have like the best sound design ever in Star Wars. Like that chase with Leia and Luke. The final, you know, Death Star 2 run with Lando and Nibnab. Like, it's amazing. I love it. You get to see Anakin Skywalker laid to rest by Luke with the na, 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 na. It's just amazing. Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's just fantastic. It's amazing. It's the perfect way to wrap up that trilogy, and it's number 6. Jeez, voice crack. Number 5, Tombstone. Not a lot of people have seen this movie. This is my mom's favorite movie. Thank you, Mom, for putting me onto this movie. It's fantastic. One of the most quotable films of all time, based on a true story. Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Sam Elliott, you know, just being some kick-ass cowboy. It's just amazing. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's amazing. Just cowboys, Doc Holliday throwing some one-liners, tuberculosis, you know, Johnny Ringo, Curly Bill, Wyatt Earp. It's just amazing. I don't know how else to explain it besides just watch it. Like, it's just one of the most quotable movies of all time. If you're in my house, you'll hear a Tombstone quote at least once a day. We're just quoting it, messing around, having a good time. It's just amazing. It's just an awesome movie. Like, it's just cool. Like, every character in this movie is cool. Like, even like the bad guys, like Curly Bill and Johnny Ringo, they have their cool moments, you know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. I love it. Tombstone, number 5. Getting into the top 4. La La Land, number 4. Perfect movie. I cry every time. Ian Sebastian's theme is amazing. I cry when I listen to City of Stars. It's just amazing. It's just such a beautiful love story, and it's just such like a real love story. Like, I know that just sounds like so like cliche and like blah blah blah, but it's like not everything works out, and like you can still have, you know, happiness for one another. You don't have to, you know, if you break up, you don't have to hate each other. Like a lot of these rom-coms tend to, it's like we're going our separate ways, and then just when she walks into Sebs and she's like, welcome to Sebs. Like the look back at the end, there's just like the bum bum dun 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 dun. Oh my god, it's so good. It's the best. La La Land, amazing. I love it. It's amazing. It's number 4. I know, I just said it's the best, but it's number 4. We're getting into the good stuff. Top 3, next up, The Lighthouse. Fantastic movie. Absolute cinema. Pattinson, Defoe on a lighthouse. What more can you want? I don't know. I don't know what else you could want. It's just perfect. Robert Eggers, fantastic director. Check out The Witch, check out The Northman, check out The Lighthouse if you haven't. They're fantastic films. The compositions in this are amazing. They look like paintings. They look like actual black and white film photos from, you know, 1800s Boston or early 1900s Boston. Like, it's just amazing. It just looks fantastic. It's eerie. It's unsettling. It's just 2 characters going back and forth. Pattinson, he looks great. Got the mustache, got the overalls, got the sweater. Like, he's amazing. Defoe, big old beat. Like, it's just amazing. Please watch it. The Lighthouse. It's always like it's like, have you seen The Lighthouse? Have you seen The Lighthouse? Have you seen The Lighthouse? Like, that's like my one like film. I'm not even a film nerd, but like that's like if I had to suggest like a movie for someone to see if they're whatever the hell trying to get in, like, I don't know, A24 distributed films. The Lighthouse, dude. Watch it. It's amazing. Please. Lighthouse number 3. Number 2, The Batman. This movie is peak everything. Best Batman. Best Riddler. Best Gotham. Best everything. It is the best Batman put to screen. It is the best adaptation of a Batman comic ever. I said it. This movie changed my life. I watched it twice in theaters. I've seen it 10 or 15 times. It's just amazing. I'm obsessed with every part of this movie. There is little to nothing that I don't really dislike anything in this movie, and there is not a lot that I take any issue with. It is a perfect, fantastic adaptation of Batman. If you say it's too long, shut the hell up. It's perfect. Paul Dano's Riddler. Pattinson's Batman is perfect. Oh my god. Zoe Kravitz Catwoman. It's amazing. Jeffrey Wright is a fantastic Gordon. I love the rapport between him and Batman. And just Matt Reeves, thank you for your service, because you have done fantastic things and you are laying the groundwork for what could be a fantastic series of movies for Pattinson's Batman. This Gotham is fantastic. There's just so much potential. The Batman 2, when it comes out in 2025, 2026, I'm going to be there day one. I'm going to see it twice in theaters, at least twice. Like, I'm ready. Give me Scarecrow. There's just so much potential. It feels just grounded. It just feels like there's an air of I don't know. Oh God, it's just so good. It's the best Batman movie ever, best superhero movie ever. Screw you if you think not. You're wrong. The Batman 2022 is the best thing ever. Second best thing ever, besides number 1, which I'm going to talk about sooner. But please watch the Batman. If you hate on it, I don't like you anymore. The Batman's the best. Number 1. The Princess Bride. It's the best movie ever. It is the most quotable movie ever. It is the perfect balance of comedy and fantasy. It's just amazing. I've seen it a gajillion times. It's amazing. Wesley, the handsome lead. Carrie Elwes. Oh, Robin Wright. Buttercup. Mindy Patinkin. Inigo Montoya. Andre the Giant. Billy Crystal. Miracle Max. Like, it's just... There's no dull moment. Every single scene. And it's Fred Savage being read a story from his grandfather. It's perfect. It is a perfect movie. It's the best movie ever. And I don't really care. You gotta watch it. If you haven't seen it, you're living under a rock and I don't like you anymore. It's amazing. The Princess Bride, beautiful film. It makes me happy, feel good. It's just the best. I just love sitting there and just being annoying and quoting the entire thing. It just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. This is true love. You think this happens every day? Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, morons. Like, it's just... makes me so happy. Princess Bride, number 1. That's my top 10. I kind of like talk like a moron this entire thing, but that's how I do this, baby. Let's go. My stuff, episode 5 or 6, I don't know. Top 10 films. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your top 10 films are in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.